Okay, here comes smudge. Start with the stem. Oops. Coneflowers are a very long flower. I don't think I'm getting my voice on here anyway.
We could have
Tea
voiceover.
consistency.
Voiceovers exist.
And then we're going to do the light part of the petals. So, tea consistency. We could put some white in there if we want. And we're going to start like that. Is this close enough where they could see it? And then as you go up, you get smaller. The petals get smaller, shorter. Mixing more. You always want to mix more paint so that you have plenty of paint.
Perfect.
And we want to have spaces between our petals.
We could do a voiceover.
Yeah. They might be listening. Who knows? I might be too lazy. Hi, everyone. This is my daughter, Tori.
How's it going?
Okay, now.
This will be long.
Done.
Action. Go.
Okay, now when your petals dry, you want to use pure red cream consistency because we want that to be really, really intense color in between each petal. Oops. We're going to hit it with a strong red. And even if it overlaps, it's fine. It's actually good. Remember we said that no petals are the same. My cat right now is trying to drink the water out of my... Stop it, smudge! Out of my water jar. Crazy cat. And this is what you want to do. You want to make your petals that are in the front longer. And as you go back, they get shorter. Remember, tip of the brush, press it down and up again as the brush is moving. This doesn't look all that great, but you could always fix it. Okay. Oops, that one bled up there. You see that? It's all right. That was still wet. But you really want to get some intense color going on there so that you can see it from far away. Now you let that dry. This to the center, which is red and orange and a little bit of green. And we're just going to make like a little curve down there and up. Almost like a little hill. And then we paint it in. And then the top of it, we're going to lighten with a little bit of water. Just a little. Not to overdo it with the water. I'm going to take my Q-tip, take some of it out so I have a highlight. And then, lastly, I'm going to put my green, my yellow, and a little bit of orange to make a darker version of the stem. And on one side, because I have a light coming this way, so that this side is going to be dark, the opposite. I'm just going to hit it on that side. A bit darker version of that color. And then I have my fuzzy brush that's going to be clean and damp, not wet, and just go right on that edge and fuzz it and clean it again. Fuzz it again. Clean it again. How does fuzz it again? And then we're going to darken here and put some details on the centerpiece there. And we could always fuzz any sharp edges, any hard edges that we don't like on our petals with our fuzzy brush. You wait for that to dry here. And then we're going to just put some detailed little dots in there, and we're done. That's how to make a coneflower. We could actually even make the dots with the watercolor pencils. You can do that with like an indigo blue. All right. All right, now we're gonna add some detail in the middle here. Really a darker version of this color, which is just adding, it's red, orange, and a little bit more green. Makes it look real dark. Remember, we had the light here, so we'll add more dark and cluster it more on the other side, opposite side. To give it some detail. You could also do this with a colored pencil if you wanted. Okay. Last step is the outline. You could use one of 3 methods. Remember, we learned to use a really thin brush to outline, a little bit darker than whatever color you're outlining. You could use a black pen to outline, or you could use a colored pencil to outline. So I'm going to use paint right now. As you can see, I outlined this side here, and I'm just going to get a little bit of a shade darker for the lighter one. What this does is it makes the painting look finished. Try to get as thin as you can on your outline. You don't have to do every spot. As you can see, the value for my lighter, to outline my lighter petals, is lighter than the value that I'm going to use to outline the darker ones. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. Just gives a nice finished
showing
look.
them this video.
Quiet, Tori.
My mother is a good painter.
Okay, so that's that. But then we're gonna do darker now. So I'm just gonna make this a lot darker for my darker red one, otherwise it wouldn't show up. I would say to try to do it like sketchy lines rather than a whole stroke like I just did. For beginners though, you probably want to go just a little bit sketchier. Whatever is comfortable for you. And then you would do the same to the stem. So a little bit darker, and then just outline that, and it just makes it look finished. So hope that helps. There's your coneflower. Remember, a coneflower is a tall plant, so when you put it into your paintings, you have to make those really tall. All right.